Hello, my beautiful lovers, and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited that you're here. My name is Kellen Love. I am a tarot reader, a painter, and a fairy, and I'm here to serve you some peace, love, and magic, okay? This channel is about healing, it's about expansion, it's about expression, and feeling good, right? I hope to talk to you on a soul level so that your soul gets more activated. Even if we're doing kind of like an ego boost, hype up message, I really want to be talking to your soul confidence, not just your ego confidence, you know? But that actually brings me to my next point of me talking about my soul a little bit, because if you're watching in December 2022, I have 500 subscribers right now, and I'm just so excited, so thankful. This journey has been a slow building process. I am a Taurus, okay? I'm all earth sign, all earth and fire. And so I build slowly, and I love to build super authentically. And I'm just so excited that you're here on the journey with me, and that you're just here as I figure this out, and we can just become better together. Okay, so thank you for being here. Thank you for being on my journey. And I have a little gift, as this is a gifts reading. I have a gift, since I have a family now of 500 lovers, that I'm gonna do a free private reading as a gift to you, okay? So if you like and comment on this video, I'm gonna say put a little gift emoji and what pile you picked, and yeah, put a little gift emoji and what pile you picked, and maybe like what kind of reading you would want, or why you would want the reading. How about that? Well, so if you put a little gift emoji and why you want the reading, at Christmas, I will go down in the comments and I will pick one of my viewers, one of my commenters, and I will do a private reading for you. It'll be like 10-15 minutes recorded video, and then I'll just send you the private link, and it'll be your own private YouTube pick a card. It'll be your own private reading, okay? So that's my gift to you, and to say thank you so much for being here. I'm going to be doing more private personal readings in the future, of course. I'm working on that and my website and stuff. But yeah, just thank you for being here along the journey and helping me, watching me, and participating in my growth. And yeah, okay, that's what I got. All right. Oh, and I did kind of want to just talk about myself a little bit more, because I know I don't do that very often. And that's because I want my art and my readings, my work, to speak for themselves. And I want my work and my art to be the main thing that people know about me. But I do believe that my viewers should know a little bit more, because I want to get more personal with you all. So yeah, I'm all Taurus. I am, like I said, I'm a painter. I've been very creative my whole life. And about 5-6 years ago, maybe a little more, maybe 6-7, I really put that actually on canvas, and I've been kind of painting ever since on canvas, and yeah, making that my business. My grandmother, she is a tarot reader. We're from Romania on my grandma's side, and so she kind of, I think, gave me that in my blood a little bit. And then I have a very witchy mother, and yeah, so I was introduced to tarot, and I fell in love with the cards. Personally, I've been making cards and games and things like this. I actually made it like an elemental card game when I was younger. And so to define tarot was such a beautiful moment, because I just relate to cards so much. They're just all this, it's a collection of little art, you know? So I have my personal deck that I painted and that I love so much. And hopefully someday this will be a real deck that is more like printed, so that, because these are just, painted on myself. But hopefully this will turn into a real deck that I can sell one day soon. And yeah, but I love the modality. It's like another medium for me to work in. I love photography as well. My name is Kellen Love because I know that love is the highest power, and that's why I'm doing this, and that's my brand. That's what I want my image and for people to get about me and to feel about me is my love. Whether it's the art or tarot, I just want you to feel the love. And yeah, so yeah, I'm a fairy. You can't tell me otherwise. I know I am. On a soul level, I just know I am. And I'm in school. I'm a psychology major because I really want this to be as legit and professional as possible. I want you to kick it with me. I want you to get your blunt and your drink and come kick it with me and relax. Or if you're on your way to work or whenever you're watching it, I want this to just give you peace. But I also want you to feel that I take this seriously. I love it. I take it, it's very intentional for me. And I don't want to do readings that are just based on like trends or whatever, or gossip, or, like there's some toxic topics, tarot topics out there. And I'm just a little bit too intentional for that, and I hope you feel that this is a reading that you really can absorb, and that you just feel how intentional it is. I want you to slow down in your life and really absorb the messages that you're getting from spirit and from your soul, and just heal with me. But yeah, I really want this to be a very safe space and to be my highest self and my most intelligent, my most intuitive self. And I hope to bring that most loving, wise, beautiful self out of you as well. Okay, so that's a little bit about me. Like I said, put your little gift emoji and why or what kind of reading you would like or why you would want a reading down below. And at Christmas, I'll pick a winner. And yeah, okay? I love y'all so much. Thank you for being part of my life. Thank you for being on my channel. I love creating spaces and creating art and connecting with people. So this is a dream come true. So thank you for helping my dreams come true. Okay? All right. Let's clear the energy. We're going to call in my angels, my fairies, my guides, dedicate the reading, and I'll show you the 3 cards you can pick from and pick your message, and we'll just get right into it. We'll get into your beautiful gifts. All right? Okay. So first, let's do a little prayer. Dear Heavenly Father and Mother, great cosmic Mother, Mother Gaia, my angels, my spirit team, my fairies, my loved ones, the wise ones, the ascended masters, my higher self, and the higher selves of all my viewers. Thank you for being here. I'm so full of joy and passion and love for us. Thank you all for being here. I ask for blessings for this reading. Bless my words. Please bless my cards and this message. Help me stay dedicated to love and peace and wisdom and magic. And help me clearly tell my viewers what their gifts are. Thank you for being here. Thank you for blessing this space. Thank you for blessing my viewers and the lives around my viewers. Thank you for blessing this space. Thank you for being here. And in the name of love, amen, ashe, so mote it be. All right. Okay, so we have 3 cards to pick from. There will be the timestamps in the description box below. Okay, and the first card that we have, the first message, will be the bee. Pile number 1 is the bee. Okay. Then pile number 2 is the rabbit. All right. Okay, and the third pile is the hummingbird. All right, so we have the bee, the rabbit, and the hummingbird. All right. Okay. So if you picked pile number 1, the bee, we will go ahead and get started with you. Okay, so bee pile, your gift that the angels are pointing out to me is your heart, which I definitely feel this heart energy. It definitely is yellow is solar plexus, so but the center is green, blue, this like green. So that tells me that your confidence comes from your heart. Your love is what radiates out from you. Your gift is warming people up with your sweetness, with your love, with your heart is so big. You can hold so much space for the people around you, for the ones that you love, the people that you consider community, whatever you whatever you consider community. You have so much love for that. And then it says that you are taking action, that you think with your heart, you feel with your heart first. The heart is the center of your being, and you check in with your heart before you take action. In general, you take heart-centered action, and that is such a beautiful gift. It's almost a little like mind-blowing to people because it's so rare, but they feel that energy. It's like, even if they don't realize, because so much of us are in our head, like what that powerful energy is, and you're like, yeah, it's the center of my being, like, duh. But they just feel that fire, and they feel how healing it is, subconsciously either way. But you take heart-centered action, and it's so inspiring, so magnetic and contagious. And then in general, like the bee is getting pollen from flowers. You have an eye for the beautiful things in life. You one of your gifts could definitely be beauty, but in a way that's like you're building beauty. You're building beauty in the world. You're creating art. You're creating beautiful structure, because whatever you're building, whatever you're creating, it's heart-centered. And it's just such a gift to the world, because you're creating things that last longer than you. You're creating structures that are heart-centered. You're putting out your frequency in general, this heart-centered energy. But the structures that you're making are bigger than you. And whatever you're creating, whatever you're building, whatever you're a part of, it's a lot bigger than you. And I'm just thankful. I'm just thankful for energies like this, and to have a community that also is so powerful. I'm so thankful for my community that I have in my life, and that I have a community online with people like you, because I know that it's a representation of me, and I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for the lives that I feel like you're touching, and the communities, and it's just giving me hope, and it's making me emotional, because the world is hard, the world is dark. There's a lot of stuff right now that's making it very dense, and it's just so mental. Like our world is so densely in our heads, and so to have this beautiful heart energy, it's heart opening. So it's bringing these emotions to me, because that's how much beautiful energy it is. And it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of vulnerability. to have a big open heart, because you're going to be a mess like this. You're going to be in your emotions, you're going to be in your feels, and it's so strong, it's so magnetic, and it's so beautiful, and I'm so thankful. Okay? All right. You surrender to your greatness, and you surrender because you know that greatness is bigger than just your own, and you can feel that greatness on you. Like you have a gift for greatness, for seeing it, for feeling it, for being a part of it. Okay? Wow. Goodness. All right, B group, what are your gifts? What are your gifts? What are your gifts? Yay. One card, please. What are your gifts? Of course, you're the gem. Oh, castle. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. I'm always a mess with this deck. Wow. Okay. I see that you're also a mess. And that's because the universe is a chaotic mess. You might have heard me say it before on this channel, but one of my favorite facts about the universe is that 95% of it, and some people say it's even more, like 97, but 95% of the universe is dark energy and dark matter. We don't know what that is. Only 5% of the universe is matter. So when you're operating in your heart, you're operating in a more energetic, like your language is more, that you operate in is more energetic than the very material 3D world than we live in. You're actually living in what is more true than the material world, if this is making any sense. You create heart-based structure. What did I say? What was I just saying? This is this card exactly. Like, look at the green energy of the heart. Look at the pearls and the rose. This is creating structure. Like, the castle card could have been depicted a lot of ways. Okay, can I just get this straight, please? I'm looking in a mirror thing, so it's messing with me. Like, the castle could be depicted in so many ways, and I think sometimes a castle could be like a structure, a big structure like that could be kind of a masculine energy, very brick by brick, build corners and stuff. But this is made out of pearls, a rose, and then an eyes closed, what looks like to me an eye that's closed with a sparkly eyeshadow and a glitter rhinestone eyeliner. Okay, so it's a very feminine structure, which is so beautiful, and I feel like that's what the bee is. Actually, bees, and I'm going to go on a whole tangent, so I'm going to make sure I have time, and I hope you have time, because I'm really passionate about bees and this feminine, powerful, sweet structure energy. Bees are not run by a queen. People think that it is a monarchy. That is not how a hive works. Honeybees are actually completely controlled, completely ruled by the entire female collective of the bees. Okay, the female bees are the worker bees. They are the ones that are building. They're the ones that get pollen. They're the ones that can create babies. I mean, actually, just the queen. They're not the ones that can create babies. They're the ones that can create the jelly for the babies and the queen. How you make a female queen is by picking a female and at birth and then feeding her this special royal jelly that all of the female bees create. The female bees have all of the jobs, and the queen, her job is to lay eggs, and then the female other bees have all of the other ones, the builders, the workers, the pollinators, the egg layers, everything. The only job of the male bees is to have sex with the queen. Only job. So during the winter, they actually kick out all of the male bees because they can just make more. And they don't actually do anything, and it's just more mouths to feed. So they starve them and kick them out. A hive is completely run by female bees. Okay? That's what I'm trying to let you know. This structure, this divine honey, beautiful community. Like, the more you research, obviously I'm a nerd about it, the more I love to paint them. It's a whole thing. But also, I love Oshun. If you don't know about the goddess Oshun, definitely you could be a daughter of Oshun with the honey and the, yeah. But that's that energy you have. If you are not a woman or identify femininely, then, or it doesn't matter. What I'm saying is that your feminine, whatever your gender, your feminine energy is divine. It is, I don't even want to say like very connected, because that's like an understatement. It's like you and the universe are equal. It's not like, it just is together, one thing. You're so connected. And what you create is so connected. Your gifts are the structures and the spaces that you create. You create safe spaces for people. You create homes. You create sweetness. You create love. You create art. You create a frequency, and you put it out into the world. And other people can learn from this, and you're creating structure for feminine energy to come into this world. You're creating structure for feminine energy to exist in, because we have so much masculine structure. You create the spaces for people to be able to express their creativity and their sweetness and their love. It's incredible. You also create spaces for divinity to come through. You create the art, the singing, whatever it is that your modality is. It is like an elevator. It is a path. It is a tunnel for spirit. You allow spirit to work through you and to work through what you create. Okay? And then you have this sexy siren. I mean, when I'm telling you, your feminine energy it's queen energy, but it's like also the builder behind the queen, right? This isn't a queen bee. This is one of the female bees. This is the main, and that's who actually rules it, you know? It's like that one queen that sits on top isn't it. The collective is the queen. And that's you. It's like you are the structure behind it, the hard work behind it. Like, yes, you sit on your throne, but you built the fucking throne. Okay, you built that throne. Your honey, your sweetness, your sexiness. I'm seeing like beautiful jewelry, and I mean, obviously the gem and stuff. You have an eye for putting things together, for interior design, for maybe it's just graphic design or fashion, or colors, style, beauty, makeup, divinity. It could be like acting, or but your body, the way you know how to use your body, the way you know how to enhance it and enchant it and enchant people with your skills and your body. You're so sexy. The flame and the vessel, like, look at these like fiery energies that are not afraid to be in the dark, because you're the one that's building the light into this world. You're building that feminine light into this world. So like, yeah, you're gonna go, you do that in the dark. Like, that's what feminine energy does. It brings the light to the dark like that. It is the darkness. And so you're not afraid of it. Like, that's where you're existing to build. You couldn't do it without it. And that's that chaos energy. Why I was talking about the 95% being dark energy is because it's like, these two cards are very much like a mess in the chaos of the universe. But they're still organized in a way. There's still an order. There's still a natural law. So maybe We sometimes think that the only order to the world is the law and things that we've seen in our world, but there is a natural rhythm and law of the universe, and you understand that more. Or the emerald tablets of Thoth have the universal principles of the universe. I think it's like 10 or 12 universal principles. I bet if you read them, or if you know exactly what I'm talking about, that makes complete sense to you, and it's probably like deeply already applied into your being. But you work very well in chaos because you create such beautiful structure. Okay, I'm taking way too long. I know I'm getting so excited, but I feel this pile I just feel very connected to it. Yeah. So I'm just going to trust that the things I said was what I was meant to say. Okay, so what are your gifts? What are your gifts? File number 1. What are your gifts? Wow. What are your gifts? Wow. The artist. You're a painter. You're as well. Like, that's why I feel like we're so connected, is you picked me, you picked this pile for a reason, so I'm just going to trust it. And I trust that our similar soul language, and that's why I'm kind of doting in the energy, is because I feel the kinship. Okay. You got the King of Cups, and you got it in reverse, and this time I'm feeling like you have all of the love of the king, but it's again like this new structure. Like, you do things in a differently structured way. It's like you could have had the Queen of Cups, but it's different because it is King of Cups energy, and that it's the top pinnacle position in the hierarchy, whatever. It like you're creating the same kind of structure as like a CEO of a corporation. It's like what you're building is equivalent to how they would build, but you're doing it in feminine energy instead of masculine. And so it's the same level, but just a completely different like polarity that has been previously created. And that's because you're doing it in a heart-centered way. You're doing it with your art and your love and your passion at the forefront. You're not afraid of the chaos. You're not afraid of the difficult, the challenge. You can see past the illusion. If you understand that you are the darkness, you are the mystery, you are the illusion just as much as you are the truth and the light and everything else, then you can see it all and you can balance it. So I love this. It's like the chaos, and then you find kind of the calm and the illusion, and you realize the benefits of all sides, and then you balance them out and you create this flow and balance. You're a queen of integration, or you are sitting on a throne of beautiful integration. Please don't let king or queen, just whatever gender, but it's this pinnacle of sitting in your power that is so divinely like natural. And it's like if you're gonna build a business with trees, instead of like cutting the wood and killing the trees like we have always done in history, it's like, how do we build something it's like, instead of cutting down a bunch of trees and building a house, it's like, how do we grow a bunch of trees to come together to build a house? It's like, that's how you're thinking. That's the structure that you're putting in place in this world. Okay. All right. So your gifts are your emotions. Your gifts are your art. Your gifts are seeing the chaos and then being able to build structure. Your gifts are your sexiness. Your gifts are your style. Your gifts are your channeling spirit, your voice, the way you love, the way you dress. Your gifts are your divinity and the way that you see through the bullshit, and that you can get that and use it and create goodness out of everything. It doesn't matter how dark, you can create beauty with it. All right, what are your gifts? Wow. What are your gifts, Spirit? What are this piles of gifts? Oh my gosh, I was just talking about that. Oh my goodness. Duality. That's what I'm talking about. You are the opposite, the polarity of what people have normally seen, and that's because you integrate everything. That's because you're not picking the other side. You're not in the binary of the polarities. You're understanding that you see the good in both. Yes. You use both and you're creating with both. It's like masculine energy is an arrow and feminine energy is a circle. And so there's a lot that gets taken out in a straight arrow line, right? But the circle has everything in it. And so to create with the wholeness that you do is so beautiful. And it literally is allowing for space for everybody. It's allowing freedom for everybody. It's giving you freedom. You're creating these structures so that people can be free. You understand you do need safe spaces so that we can be free. And that's what you're creating. That's what this King of Cups in reverses is. It's like you're creating structure that's beyond the hierarchy. And you have this courage to do it. You know what this is? This is that castle. This is the bee. This is that heart energy, the passion. Like, this is the heart. The lion, the Leo is the heart-centered animal. With the flame in the castle, you get courage. Because it takes the passion and the safety in the heart to have this. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Oh, I gotta move on, but I could just stay in it all day. Wow. All right, so your gifts is being able to see beyond duality, creating freedom in this world, having courage to be sexy and fine, and to build new systems that people don't understand because they haven't been built yet, because they haven't seen it yet, and you're doing it. And it'll be, you're creating paths for people where that will be the new norm and stuff, but you're helping trailblaze, you're helping taste make, you're helping build a new world, you're helping build the new world. All right. Like you're creating new dimensions, new frequencies in this planet. Whew. All right, what are your gifts? Okay. Free spirit on the bottom. And that's why, because you got that free spirit that is not going to be contained. You can't be confined by what's already made. That's why you're making these new structures. It's because you're like, it's not right. I can't be safe here. These aren't good containers for people to be free and loved and whole. So if you're like, if we do need to create new containers here, let's do it this way. Let's do it with walls of pearls. Let's do it with walls of beauty. Let's not do it with these concrete, bland ass separating walls. Let's not do it out of walls of discrimination and hierarchy and a system that makes the bottom, feed the top. No, let's make systems that is built on organic love and that is grown and it doesn't take away from anybody. It doesn't have to, the world doesn't have to, or to gain, you don't have to take away, you don't have to subtract. We can all just grow and live together and have thriving energy. That's the beautiful thing about love, is that it is free and it grows as it's shared. And so it's that energy, is that like our currency can be something that just keeps growing, but we have to get out of this mindset that we have to gain, that we have to take away from something else, and that there's always going to be a loss and a pain and a negative. It's stepping out of that thinking and stepping into a more holistic feminine energy. And that's, if you feel the resistance of the tightness that I do a little bit with that, it's because, again, the new systems, we just don't have those templates. So it feels like a dream. It feels like something untrue almost, because it's like we've been living with so much pain and sacrifice and stuff. But you're creating The new free world. Okay, that's heart-centered. You got the Spider Woman, which is the the energy of connecting the web and integrating and seeing everything, creating new ways of thinking. And the home. Wow. Yeah, you creating the spaces. I mean, what more is creating space than creating a home and having that home energy? All of this was just confirmation to what I was already saying. So it's gorgeous, beautiful. Your divinity is so beautiful. All right, one last card. What are the final gifts for this pile? This beautiful, honey, gorgeous, golden, heart-centered, beautiful energy. What are your gifts? What are your gifts? What are your gifts? What is this group's gifts? This group's gifts. Wow, so you got the thinking and the knowledge card. You are introducing the world to more of the information from like the Akashic records. You're bringing down consciousness. You're grounding in new knowledge into this world. Knowledge about love, knowledge about the connection of the universe, knowledge about enlightenment and healing. You got the companionship card, your relationships, your love, of course. I mean, of course, you're creating these homes, these spaces, you're a vessel for love so that you can have a lover in it, have spaces, have a family, have friends in it. So of course, you have a good companionship. I'm sure relationships are so natural to your heart. But yeah, you make an amazing companion, especially if your partner or your best friend just knows it. And then you got identity. And this, again, is reminding me of the new identity, the new world, the new freedom that you're introducing into this world. The sexiness. It's like a more evolved feminine energy because it's more expansive. It has discovered more about itself, and it wants to ground that into the definition of what love and sexiness is. It's like, here, look, I've traveled and I have more information, so now these words mean more, and you just are adding to the definitions and the frequency. And people might not understand you on a very verbal level all the time, but our energy and our consciousness is thanking you because you are elevating all of our consciousness by creating this spaces and this love. Okay? Wow. This is what I want to, this is why I do what I do. I these higher ideas and I don't even want to say higher because it's not a higher low thing. It's just literally expanding the entirety of the circle. It's expanding space, expanding your heart. Your gifts of love, your gifts of style, your gifts of heart, your gifts of connecting people and groups together, your gifts of divinity and channeling. You are a channel. You can channel incredible divine energies into this world as long as you nothing. You just can. You don't have to do anything. You just can. You just can align yourself. You have so much power, so much ability, and your home and your sexiness is so powerful. Thank you for seeing beyond duality. Thank you for having the courage and being such a beautiful, free spirit. You're an angel to this planet. You're a vessel for divinity, and yeah. I love you so much. God damn. Thank you for being here. Wow. You have amazing gifts of style and beauty too, which is also part of it. It's just it's this glamorous energy I don't want to get out of. Thank you for being with me for a million times. Okay, my social media and tip jar is down below if you would like to support me further. And then I'm doing a free reading because I have 500 subscribers right now. So if you're listening to this in December 2022, you can put a little gift emoji and what kind of reading you would want, or why you want a reading. Yeah, why you want a reading. And yeah, I love you so much. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you on the next one, okay? I love you. Mwah. Bye. Okay, if you picked the rabbit, this is your reading. These are your messages, my bunny group. I love this rabbit because it definitely reminds me of sensitivity. Your gifts are your clairaudience, your hearing abilities, and whether that's that you hear nature, like you hear sounds of birds and things, and you just know when it's confirmation, like even if it's your phone ding or something, whatever sound in the world you hear, you know when it's a confirmation. And or it's also your amazing ability to listen to your intuition. And what I'm hearing is that you are open to letting spirit talk as your intuition. So that's spirit speaking through you, and it is you, and it is also spirit. But you're very allowing for your inner voice to, yeah, that's it. You're just very allowing of your inner voice. You're very open when it comes to what you hear and what you're letting in. And it's this very soft, sensitive energy, and that sensitivity comes from being able to hear nuance, being able to hear subtlety. You very adept to the subtle realm, to the, which is spirit, which is yeah. So you have the passion, and you're very grounded, and you're also very connected to spirit and your crown, which is so beautiful. I love that. That's the rabbit. It's the fire of the earth, and also connected to spirit up top. So that balance, and that's what makes you a good like conduit of spirit. The fact that you take your time, and this is allowing, it's this openness. You're so like, it's this peace, like I'm just at peace in your energy, and you're open, you're so open, you have a gift of openness, that because of that you also have a gift of joy and light. The way you move and the way that you stand in your power, it all comes from this like very, it's confidence, but it's in this so subtle way. It's like a humble, very humble confidence. But you see, this rabbit is not sitting down. It is very much upright. So it's up in its confidence, and it's up in its power. But it also has this like humbleness of the universe. Like not humbleness in a way that like of humanity. Like sometimes we think of humble, it's like this hierarchy of where you should be on this like confidence scale. And I don't know. Sometimes I think it can be a little material, but your humility comes from understanding how small you are in comparison to the beauty of the universe. But then your confidence comes from knowing that you are the universe and you are that greatness. And that's that balance that you harness, is like feeling big and small, and neither good or bad or whatever. It's just that you're at peace in that. Yeah. Also knowing how to surrender and letting go is part of that openness. It's to be open, you have to let things die. You have to let things just go past you, and like a sound just that you hear and let go. It's very obviously very divine. It's very joyful, very, very joyful. You're so open. Yes, the fool says it all. The Fool really says it all. And I love that the Chariot too, because it's going with that. But really, like, this is it. You are open to new experiences. You're very allowing of spirit. And because of that, joy can take you so many places, because it takes a lot of openness to get that joy. Because a lot of times what we think of joy and happiness and love and all of the good things that we want them, but we like our energy sometimes is only allowing of the joy and love that we've previously known. So our definitions of love and joy and everything sometimes are limiting our ability to get more of it, because we expect more of it to look like what it has looked like in our past. But you are understanding that joy and love and all of the energies in the world, all the definitions, are open to change and grow and die, as anything is. And because of that, it allows you to get so much more of it. Because just like us, everything in the universe is an idea that's growing and evolving. And so love and joy and wealth and all of these things, opportunity, the energy of those things are also growing and evolving. And so if you want to match to that new growth, you've got to be open to it. You've got to let it carry you. You've got to surrender. It also takes being courageous. It takes a childlike, demeanor a little bit of wonder. Yeah. Opportunity comes, you open the door so hospitably. I don't know. When spirit knocks on the door, you are so kind and open and generous to spirit. So that's why spirit wants to work in your life so much. So you have a gift for opportunity, for new paths. You also have a gift for forgiveness, is what I'm getting. Yeah. What are your gifts? What are your gifts? You surrender. You understand that, yeah, it's that whole thing of death. And like, this card also has kind of some darkness up top, right? And like, out of all the colors of a bunny, it could be anything. Like some people, or the Easter energy, is kind of what I sometimes think of as like pastel version. But this is dark purple in the sunset. It has a depth to me. It almost has a little bit somber energy. And I think that true joy needs to know the depths of pain and grief and stuff to really expand the capacity of that joy. And that's what I feel, is that you have gone through a lot of grieving, a lot of death, a lot of change, and that's why you're open, is because you know you can't hold on to it. It's way too hard if you just hold on to it. And you're not that kind of person. You're not that kind of person that would hold on to pain and grudges. You have the gift of forgiveness. So you've gone through so much pain, but you don't wear it. And you're so open to let those cycles die and then create new ones. And you just go at the pace of the universe. And even if that's not the pace that people pressure us to kind of be in, the productivity race, the hustle, the hard work or hustle culture that we have, that so much like our value is tied to our productivity. It's like, I get that you produce a lot, obviously the bunny, but you're doing it at a pace that's true to you and true to the universe, the natural law, and the opportunities that are coming your way. And it's not gonna be rushed. You know that that's not the way to do it right, and you're very sensitive, so you can't rush it, because you would feel all of that unright energy about it so harshly. So it's like, no, I'm not gonna rush it, because I feel everything. So if I'm feeling every single part of the way, I'm gonna take it slowly, because yeah, can't feel through things properly if you're going really quickly. I get that you can be productive, you can work fast. Obviously, the bunny is very producing quickly, but that's not your natural MO. You're not trying to do that. And you just have a gift for being able to slow down and create true, authentic work that is very, very sustainable. And it just has that energy and intention so built in it. People can feel that. Okay, what are your gifts? What are your gifts? Whoa. Romance and serenity. What are your gifts? Okay. Oh my goodness. So obviously, right when I opened, I was like, there's a peace about you, you know? And it's this serenity. Like, I just want to sit in it. Like, honestly, I wish I could just sit and be silent with you. And just appreciate your energy and just like show you that your gifts are so enlightened, and like I just want to spend an hour sitting in it, because it's about just being with one another and honoring the beauty of just being in somebody's presence. So that's what it makes me want to do with you, is just like honor being in the presence and not needing to do anything to be amazing. And then you have the card of romance. I mean, what's more romantic than that? What's more sensual than being sensitive to all of the senses? Like, to being like, sensitivity has to do with sensuality, and I mean, they're one and the same. And yeah, so it makes this such a romantic energy because it's about feeling everything and letting your senses guide the way. And yeah, then you got the transformation and the change card. And that reminds me of the Fool, the like taking opportunities, and allowing the universe, allowing the journey. It's the rabbit, right? White rabbit, Alice, chasing new opportunities, newness, allowing yourself to change. Okay, I mean, obviously, like, who else more goes on a journey than a white rabbit? And that's why it's like, you're not that white rabbit that's like, I'm late anymore. You've grown past it, okay? You're like, no, I'm not going to be rushed. Time doesn't exist. Like, I'm going to go in the pace that is making it where it's built authentically, that the stuff is done, intentionally and like sensitive, you know? It's keeping everybody in mind. It's very, very, very kind. You have a gift of kindness. All right, what are your gifts? What are your gifts? I can't make this shit up. I'm like, I want to cry again. Like, you're I almost started crying in the last one. I drew the card and then the video cut out. My time came out, so I didn't really like actually look at the card. But now I'm really looking at it and I'm like, didn't I specifically say that? I'm telling you, I just want to sit in your energy. Like, I just want to sit here and be joyful. Like, I'm so thankful. It's forgiveness. Like, what? And like, the colors, I just... What? You have a gift for forgiveness. You're so forgiving. You give so much grace and mercy. And that's just because it's who you are. Like, oh my goodness. What? It's so beautiful. What are your gifts? Yeah, your roots. That's that. Yeah. Okay. And this is that depth that I'm talking about. It's like, to be this joyful, you have to go down deep in your soul. You have to feel deep into emotions. That's why it's so sensitive. Like, it's so strong, but in a different kind of way, because it's energetic. It's not this like dense version of strength that we know here. It's forgiving, it's open, it's expanding. It's so beautiful, so serene, and so at peace. I feel like so many people could maybe take your energy for granted, take your mercy, your grace for granted. And I don't think that affects you. I think you're always going to be standing in your power, and new opportunities are coming all the time, so it doesn't matter, baby. But just thank you. Just thank you for, even though, you know, I know goodness is always coming for you. And I know this world isn't the best fit, or the best to feel safe in if you're so sensitive. But the fact that you stay so forgiving, and that you just hold your pace and hold the newness and the peace. You're a peace holder, you're a mediator, you're you create newness, you hold depth. It's definitely like more water sign energy. But yeah, I mean, you got the Venus card. You're beautiful, you're loving, you're sweet, you're adorable, you're peaceful. Newness is coming to you. You're so joyful. New opportunities are just oozing out of you. And anybody that is in your energy is affected by this newness that you come in. I mean, the Easter energy, right? Think of that. It's so beautiful and fertile and springtime and like about growth. And that's just who you are naturally. But don't get it twisted, because you know the roots, you know the depth, you know the pain, you know the heartbreak that comes with having such a big heart. And to forgive people of how the strength and wisdom that it takes to be so forgiving. It takes so much surrender. Yeah. Okay. Last few cards. This bunny group. I can't get over the forgiveness. Wow. Okay. What are your gifts? What is this forgiveness bunny group's gifts? Rejuvenation, letting go of guilt, and abandonment. Yeah. Wow. Hold on. What are your gifts? So that openness that I'm talking about, it requires so much letting go of trauma and sadness and anger and all of the emotions. Like, that's what I'm saying. Don't get it twisted. You feel more than the average person. So the fact that you're letting go so much, you're letting go also is more than other people, or I don't want to compare, but you feel and let go so abundantly. And it is just such a divinely, like, I want to say underestimated energy, because it's like people would never be able to just look at you and note it and know how much you've been through, because you've forgiven and let it go. And you don't wear it, and you still believe in love and joy and passion and divinity. You still believe in that magic. And the fact that you can release your own darkness, like the fact that you can release the darkness of the world, but then your own we all have inner turmoil and pain that we have to release. So the fact that you can forgive yourself, like, it's not just for other people, but that deep forgiveness that you extend to yourself, or that's why obviously you forgive other people too, because you've done it for you, and it's just so powerful. You're such a gem. The fact that you've released abandonment, the same way when we get so hurt by rejection and abandonment and fear and things, right? Abuse, like, and the fact that you've been through these things and been able to release it, it's just such a gift, especially because it's helping others know that they can step into their joy and their healing as well. You have the rejuvenation card. Like, that's what it's about. It's about helping people like Phoenix. It's about helping people heal. It's about being therapeutic. You are so serene, peaceful, and therapeutic. You have a gift of therapy. You have a gift of laughter. Point blank, your laughter is a gift. You can make joy out of everything. You can bring peace and love and authentic, adorable, amazing joy out of anything. And the way that you just see the world like that, and that you are here to make people smile and laugh because you're doing it for yourself, and then it goes deep within you as well. Like, it's not a front or anything. Like, this is deep within your own soul. You make yourself laugh. You make yourself smile. You think you are cute yourself, and you want to be new and hopeful and stuff. And you're doing this for other people because you've healed yourself, and it's just, it's so good. Okay? Oh, I love you so much. All right. Okay. What are your gifts? Bunny group, what are your gifts? Oh my gosh, this is the card of starting new. It's like the first atom. It's the Big Bang. It's the beginning. No, and you also, oh, maybe this is the card of, okay, well, that's what I'm getting from this card. But it's the newness, and it's also being able to get people in a space and an energy that is a little bit fantasy, and that's what newness requires. You got the Ring, which to me is definitely a card of a beautiful feminine energy. If you know, you know. But it also is, to me, giving this card of commitment and loyalty that you have with people that you love. You're a gem. You have a gift for emotion. And like, your ethics, your morals, your principles are so beautifully divine and rooted in love and peace and thinking about the collective, thinking about everybody, holding space for everybody. You hold space and you create newness. I mean, that's the womb. You have a passion, a beauty, a love. And it's that fertility that I'm talking about, that Easter, like, fertility, that you can bloom and grow so much because your sensitivity creates such good soil for nourishment for people and ideas. Okay? Wow. But yeah, but then I just want to say, like, don't get it twisted though, because you can detach, you take the lessons from it. That's, you forgive because you really learn from the lessons, and you are so wise. Even though it's like this childlike love and forgiveness and newness, you keep all your roots and your wisdom and your peace. So it's like old soul with a new spirit. And I fuck with that right there. Okay. All right, that's what I have for you. Your amazing gift of community and healing and laughter, and so you could definitely have a gift of like jokes and writing and words, or theater, but your ability to change and transform who you are and just adapt. You have definitely a gift of adaptability. You can take so much. I mean, yeah. You rejuvenate people, you heal, you have a gift of therapy, and the biggest and most beautiful heart. All right. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. My social media and tip jar is down below if you would like to support me further. And I'm just so thankful that you're here. Put a gift emoji and why you would want a reading if you want to be put in the drawing for a personal reading if you are listening in December of 22. But put a little gift emoji and why you would want a free reading, or what kind of reading, or just put a little gift emoji, and then I'll enter you into the contest. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. I love you so much. thank you for the peace that you have given me. All right? I love you. Mwah. Bye. Okay, if you picked the Hummingbird card, this is your reading. These are your messages. So, at first I'm seeing the vision. Of course, the beautiful colors of this card, and I am getting a little bit more masculine energy. In general, birds, the colorful birds are the male birds, right? Like the red, the blues, the beautiful colors that we see, they're usually the males. So your masculine energy could be very divine and a very good example of what we need. Examples of great divine masculine energy that no matter your gender, we just need beautifully positive and I would say colorful masculine energy. Because what I get from colorful is like balanced, right? It's like all the chakras. It's like you're aligned. That kind of vibrant masculine energy. Because I think like it's almost like we only have a few shades of what masculine energy is in our society. And you're somebody that's like, here, look, there's so many other versions of masculine energy. But then I'm really drawn to the eyes and this vision, like the hummingbird sees down its nose, right? So I'm like kind of picturing myself as a hummingbird. You have this giant needle nose thing. It's like an aim, right? It's like if you're like shooting a gun or something, you have an aim of like where you're seeing. So it's this very pointed vision, which in general is also kind of masculine, this very like pointed arrow focused energy. So your masculine energy is very focused, very insightful and determined, and you really get to your goals, you get to where you want to go. You have your sight is driving you. You have a good drive. Yeah. You're very discerning. Your discernment is, I'm just like, it's very like kind of a boss thing, and very different from the other feminine energies as I was in. But I want to say it's like, I don't want to say that it's your feminine energy isn't also a gift. I think you are very well balanced. That's why that masculine energy is so refreshing. I don't think you're just you are very balanced. But this masculine energy, it's like a good kind of aggression. It's like this good force. It's like I want to fight, but it's like good and loving and like I have good purpose, so I don't care how hard I go because I know my heart, I know my purpose. So I don't care if I'm in your face because I feel like I'm getting distracted. I should just focus on your gifts. But I just like the passion and the like bluntness and the kind of like force behind this, because like, you know, your heart is good, you know, your intentions are good, and you know what you're after is good. So you're like, yeah, you just have this gift for determination and getting where you want to go, and your personality and your like gusto, your drive, your swagger is a gift, okay? You're very responsible. You help people upgrade. You help you upgrade. You're like it's like this coach energy, or this it's like a life coach, or like a teacher, or you hustle. That just came out. You're a hustler. You got a gift for hustling. Hell yeah. I fuck with that. You're very encouraging, very supportive. If you pray for people, I don't know if you do, or maybe you did when you were little or something, but that masculine energy, like with prayer, is really powerful because it's like very directed, right? So if you can really pray for people and direct your energy, I'm getting so excited about this energy. Not sure what it is, but your excitement, it could also be like you have a very high sex drive. You just have a really good gift for making people blush. Ooh, okay. And then we get the Empress when I cut the deck. But she's in reverse, so I get this, like, it's almost that little, like, yeah, it's a different way to do masculine. It's like, I see it's like almost like a man in his Empress energy, or it's just something different about, like, something about maybe your gender, orientation, sex, expression, something about it. It's like you have combinations of masculine and feminine, like certain parts of your style or identity is more feminine than others is masculine. So but it's kind of like the combination is what makes you unique, and they can see its balance. It's like if you have a really masculine voice but you dress really femininely, like you dress really flowy and stuff, but like you talk super hard. Yeah, so it was something, it's like contradictory or like contrasting. Yeah, contrasting. You have a lot of contrasting energy. And I don't know about you, but like on my pictures and stuff, if I'm editing, I turn up the contrast, baby. Like, I like black against white, right? I like the light and the dark. I love the contrast. And it can be conflicting. It can be contradictory. It can be like an against energy, but it doesn't have to be. Contrast just means that the two things that you have are opposite, and they make each other's sides stand out more. And that's what you do. You have this like contrasting energy that, like, look at this. It's so contrast. Like, it's rainbow, it's black and white. Like, how much more do you get than that when it comes to contrast? Like, you make yourself and others stand out. And that's a beautiful, vivid, vibrant gift of yours. All right? Oof! I love this energy. Okay. What are your gifts? What are your gifts? What are your gifts? What are your gifts? Oh, it's so vibey over here. It's so vibey. That's why I love doing this shit, you know? Okay. All right. Hold on. This was this way. Okay. The sun. And the sun and the moon, kind of traditionally, or in my head at least, the moon is a little more feminine, the sun is more masculine. So I love that the sun is literally being like directed by the feminine energy. And that's that whole contrasting thing. It's like, even if your energy or your voice or something is super masculine, like if you're a woman with very masculine tone of voice, or at least like the demeanor or the way that you talk is very blunt and sharp, masculine, but then you have a very feminine exterior, right? Or yeah, but it's just something about the dual package, or the contrasting flavors is what I want to say. It's like if your submissiveness is subtly controlling everything, or if you're like aggressively, dominantly submissive, like a power bottom or a submissive top. It's like it's like an oxymoron kind of thing, where it's like, yeah, okay. Then you got the Emperor, but you got it in reverse. So it's like, I'm still getting this thing of like, it's unconventional. You do something the way your authority is, your dominance or whatever it is, you do it in an unconventional way. I really am getting this thing of like submissively or subtly dominating. I don't know. And then you got the Seven of Swords in reverse as well, which has me believe that you have a gift for It's like you build up that the bluntness and the sharpness, but you also know when to let it go. And you use your battles and you take the tools, and you might be like in that kind of aggressive energy a little bit to help you get through your goals, but you also have a gift for knowing when to be subtle or shut that part off and just be present. It's like whatever the masculine energy is, that duality of it is like it's because you also know when to switch. Yeah. But I definitely see that you've gone through a lot of battles and you've taken the resources from it. And again, this like unconventionality thing. Okay, that just wanted to slide out. You have a beautiful... Oh, that's more what this is talking about. You have a skill, you have a gift for vulnerability, and it's like because you have this beautiful tough energy or masculine energy, it's so contrasting that you're so vulnerable and you're so down to get in your feminine as well, or it's just like very sensitive or very just vulnerable masculine energy. And that is so refreshing because when do you... Anyway, vulnerable masculine is so strong, so, like, impressive. I love that. Okay. I mean, vulnerability in general, obviously, no matter what energy. What are your gifts? What are your gifts? What are your gifts? What are your gifts? I told you. And what did I say? I told you. Your sex drive, your sex appeal. It's a little bit like, I don't want the bad connotation. Anyway, it's a little player energy, but the gift is being, it's not like, it's very charismatic. You have a gift of people, you have a gift of networking, you have a gift of flirting, you have a gift of hospitality, you have a gift of pleasure, you have a gift that there. Okay. I'm hearing right there. I'm telling you have a gift to make people blush. You're very sexy, very like I'm getting this like you're paying coy, even though people can feel your energy and they know exactly what you're doing. You know what but you're like playing coy, so it's very charming and charismatic. You have a gift for talking to people. You have a gift for stories. You have a gift for attraction, for affection, for it's charisma. Goodness. Okay. It says we have surrender and peace. And then you have truth and intelligence. So that balanced energy is really beautiful. And the fact that you have this like high sex drive, but you're still very balanced with this blue emotional energy. That's why I'm like, I want to say player, but because you actually are really emotionally committing to people, it's not player. Like maybe you emotionally can give to a lot of people and maybe sexually, like your sexual romantic energy. It doesn't have to mean sex, but your sexy energy, your romantic energy, your emotional energy, your business energy, your creative energy, you can give all these energies a lot to a lot of people. So it's very, it's charismatic and you're very popular and you have a gift for, it's a gift for popularity. But you really are committing. You really are giving a lot of value to people. You're honest and intelligent. You're charismatic and truthful. You bring people peace. You have experiences and stories. So yeah, you're sharing a lot, you're giving a lot, you're raising the value of both people or everybody in the party. You're raising the value. You appreciate people, you appreciate, like when you appreciate a house, the value goes up. That's what you do. You appreciate people, you raise the value of the room. And that's because you're honest, you are vulnerable, you're open, you share, you let your humanness be seen, but you also joke and are fun with it, and you play in you kind of play your role, but you also break molds. So, okay. Let's see. Okay, what are your gifts? Masculine energy. Your masculine energy is so beautiful. It's so balanced. It's so refreshing. It's so kind. It's so giving and open. And the fact that it's vulnerable, like, ooh, sexy. You are the bridge. You help connect people. I was telling you in the beginning, if you pray, your prayers are a gift of yours because they're so direct, they're so powerful. It's like if you do a spell, you could also do that. But like your prayers are spells. Oh my goodness. I love that. There's been a beautiful confirmation in all the readings. Your prayers are so powerful. You're so gifted with your words. I'm telling you, your words have so much life. I'm hearing you can have sex with your words, with people's words. You have so much energy in your voice. You're bridging together energies. You're bridging together divinity into the world. You are healing. You are... Oh my goodness. You're so intelligent. You're so wise. Yeah, you're just speaking truth. You're speaking facts. So of course, like, who wouldn't want that at a party? If you're also fun, you're sexy, but you're also like vulnerable and you're speaking life, and we're talking about experiences and travel and power and love, like, fuck yeah. Sexy as hell. What are your gifts? Okay. Mother Nature, which the father is this tree, right? So it's very much a organic masculine energy, like very woodsy, very very active in nature. You have a gift for stamina, you have a gift for growth, you have a gift for literally being out in nature, like whatever. It's like hiking, climbing trees, talking to animals, being with animals. You have a gift for animals. Okay, there it is. Speaking to animals. Yeah. Like your hands. I'm getting like your hands kind of talk to animals. Not quite sure what that means, but your hands talk to animals. Your hands and your eyes. All of our eyes talk to animals. They are reading our eyes constantly. But you really are just expressive, and I think that there's this like universal language, or body language is universal language, and you know how to use your body language to communicate with everybody and everything on this planet. Okay, what are your gifts? What are your gifts? Resurrection, peace, your audacious, your audacity to do things, your boldness, which is what it takes to have good sex, to be vulnerable, to be that has a strong masculine energy, to connect people in a party. You have to have this confidence, this fire, and strength. Also, you're really hot. Okay, you just like your energy is just hot. Like literally, it's hot. Like, yeah. Okay. What are your gifts? You know how to let go of sorrow. Like I'm getting this Shakespeare energy about you. It's like this charismatic energy. You could definitely be good at writing. But you know how to tell a good story, and you know that good stories need experiences. It needs tragedy. A good story needs a good tragedy, needs good failure, it needs good pain. I'm getting a very extra energy. Okay. And it needs intellect, it needs cleverness. Like you know that life and the stories and parties and blah 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 need all these things. So you use it. So you understand. So it's like a beautiful way to go through this pain. Not saying that like you don't humanly feel negative and hopeless sometimes, but you also have, or but more so, your energy knows that that's life, and that is the journey, and you understand that you just like understand the pain of life, and you can make a joke out of tragedy. You can make beauty out of tragedy. You know that it kind of needs it. It's like, you know, you have to sacrifice something to make it taste good. Like you just, yeah. You put in the hard work, your drive, your stamina, your like work ethic, your responsibility, your power. You have a gift for your intuition and your intelligence. You have a gift for being so damn hot. You have a gift for your prayers. You have a gift for being out in nature and being active. Yeah. Last cards. Okay. Let's do this. What are your gifts? Last cards. What are your gifts? Passion, of course. What are your gifts? Your passion and direction. Okay, that goes back to the hummingbird and looking down the nose. You're passionate, you're fiery, you're hot, your vision. It's like a lion looking out at the savannah and being like, this is my land, this is my empire. You have that kind of energy, that kind of passion, that kind of leadership. You have a gift for leadership, okay? Wow, I love you so much. Thank you for letting me be in your energy and read for you. I'm so thankful to be here. My social media tip jar is down below if you want to share the value. And then put a gift emoji if you're watching in December 22 for winning a free personal reading, okay? I love you so much. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you again soon. Mwah. Bye.